Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to government time. It is not 5:30 at night, it is only 20 after 4. So, just bear with me. I know it looks like it's just about to turn dark, which it will here in a couple hours, but yeah, it's not 5:30. Just want to get that in the open. Today we have a couple of different things I think we're doing. We're gonna, we got all the, Mom just finished getting all the corn stalk bales around in clumps, and I think we're gonna see if we can move those some, I think up here maybe, or somewhere near and dear to here. That rhymed. But first I'm gonna do my pig chores and cattle chores, and I guess we'll see how the rest of the evening plays out. So make sure y'all stay tuned for today's episode. And just like that, we're done. We made it over to the hangar now. This 2590 is hooked up to the discs, like I mentioned the other day. Our landlord at our field, that's way down there at the county line, he wants his corn stalks disked before we chisel them. So, and this thing has had some hydraulic issues, and it needs some oil. It's had some hydraulic issues, and I'm gonna see if they'll work today. They weren't working at all the other day for anybody else, but we'll see if it's gonna be feeling better today. I'm not sure. Well, it's a little while later, and we sort of have a change of my plans, my personal plans. This was on the plan for today anyway, but we are going to go out and take the 970 and go start picking up round bales. Mom and Dad are, I don't know if you can see them through there. There have the gooseneck in our new pickup truck. Dad got a new one because that white GMC right there, Doc, the crank went out of him again, so he's decided to get a new truck because was sick of worrying about it. But we're gonna take the 970 and go out and pick up some round bales to go along in for the ride. Nice and bright too. Alright, so we got the 970 sort of up and running. The 3-point or the 2-point arms won't go all the way down, and we can't get the third arm is rusted. It's froze, so we can't move it. So we kind of have to do our own little hippity hop moving around sort of thing to get the bale on. So I'll show you that real quick here. As though the Mom and Dad have finished picking up bales, so I suppose we hauled 15. Say 15. Okay, I'd say we think we'd haul about 15. They're up there unloading the last of it up there, so I guess we'll head up there for the night. So we're on our way home now to get oil for the 2590. When I went over there after a while, I can't remember, did I tell you this already? The were quite low on that thing, both hydraulic and engine oil. So we're going to grab some of those two and head on over and put oil in it, see if it's gonna work then, because the rolling baskets went up and down and the disc goes up and down, but I guess I don't know if it doesn't have enough pressure to push the wings out. I'm not sure on the disc. So we're just gonna grab some oil and go over and see what the matter is with that thing. So it's a good thing we got a big moon tonight. See how to. You guys probably can't see as well as I can in here, but you can see your oil, so you don't have to necessarily have a light over here. So over here, obviously, and I'm gonna go over and grab my oil and start dumping it in there and see if we can't add some oil to our problem. But yeah, that moon's gonna be really nice. See, I don't know if you can see all the way across there. There's my shadow right there. I guess we are going to end up moving this thing over to that field oat down there tonight. We got the number 3 remote isn't working. That's the only remote that's not working, and it probably doesn't have, it probably has air in the line, because you can see the hoses, they get pressure in them, but then they don't do anything. So, and even when it's down, it won't push the slack out of the cylinder or whatever that lets the wing flex up and down. So yeah, that's number 3. So we're gonna lock the wings up and we're gonna head on down there. So we're at home now, and everything worked okay except for that rolling basket's balling up there. But we got my Uncle Greg has been working on a little welding project for this past couple days, 4 days I think, maybe. He was chiseling with the 7140, and this whole centerpiece here came out, or it broke somewhere, and so we're just patching it together. This chisel's old, so he's just making himself a new one, making us a new one. Making him a new one. But we got 2. We got a smaller chisel that it's on the 71 right now. So it's doing okay there. So yep, looks like he's got everything attached. He's got this whole thing attached, and he just has to put the hydraulic hose holder there back on, and some strap back on, and it looks like he'll be done. And the hitch right here, let's put all that back on. I'm not sure he laid that, but so yeah, that's all he has left, and then this chisel will be ready to go again. So yep, that's about all I know for today. I think that's going to be it for today's portion of the video. Not sure what's going on tomorrow, but just make sure you stay tuned for tomorrow. So, yeah, like I said, I think that's all I have. I guess we'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Well, good evening, folks. It's later than usually is when I start recording. We're gonna throw the torch onto Dave here and go over and remove those brackets that hold the spike tooth harrows up for the rolling baskets. We're gonna go take those off. So, maybe just for a little bit, I'm not sure. So. while we're waiting for the young man to finish his work there, I'll show you what these do. So there's supposed to be a spike tooth arrow bolted to these, as you can see, and as it goes onto the ground, it's supposed to pull up, like push back like that, and tension. There's a spring right there. I don't know if you can see it right there, and it's supposed to tension the spring, which pulls down on this, which puts your down pressure on your rolling baskets. But obviously they're getting dragged up the stalks, so we're cutting them off. So I was gonna look through to make sure there's no rocks or anything in any of these. I don't think there is, but don't worry, we'll go back over this once we're done. And we'll go back through here and disc over all this stuff again once we're done. So don't worry about the fire part of it. Well, we're done for the night, and we just did up and down the north pass there against the neighbors there, and then these end rows down here. We're just gonna walk around, make sure nothing's too hot before we leave tonight, so we don't burn up this whole field overnight. Oh no, yeah, yep, that's cooled down all nice there. Yep, let me just go down the line, make sure all of these are nice and cooled off. That one's good, and that one's good. All right. Well, it's about 10 after 9 right now. We obviously made it home and got everything unloaded from the truck, and everything's ready over at the field. So whoever gets over there tomorrow and starts should be able to finish. Nothing goes wrong or breaks or anything. So yeah, well, anyway, I think that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. Thanks for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I guess until next time, Kolbe out.